Well, they need to prepare for exactly the scenarios I just described. Money riots in China, natural disaster that segues into financial panic, a collapse of the stock market bubble. But again, there's too much confidence in central banks. There's a bull market, if you will, or a bubble in confidence in central banks. And the feeling is because the central bank indirectly bailed out long-term capital management in the world in 1998, and because they bailed out the whole world in 2008, that they can do it again. But what I think analysts are missing, and you go back to 1998, long-term capital, what happened there? Wall Street bailed out a hedge fund that was taking down the world. In 2008, the central banks bailed out Wall Street. The next crisis is going to be bigger than the central banks. Who's going to bail them out? Well, maybe the IMF, but who knows if that'll inspire confidence. So every time you do the bailout, all you do is save up trouble for the next time. No one's making the structural reforms. Nobody's breaking up the banks. Nobody's putting a lid on derivatives. People really don't understand. They misapprehend the statistical properties of risk. They don't understand that risk is gross, not net. They don't understand the role of complexity. So you put all that together. These are the things that people should be concerned about. Now, economists, including Nobel Prize winners, certainly Wall Street analysts, barely understand what I'm describing to you, so I think it's a bit much to expect the U.S. government to be on top of that. But meanwhile, we're fighting financial wars. We fought a financial war in Iran. These are covert wars, covert and overt, involving asset freezes, kicking people out of the payment system, causing hyperinflation in their countries, causing bank runs in their countries. We did it to Iran. We're trying to do it to Russia. The big difference is that Iran was not in a very good position to push back. Russia is. Russia can close the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ through their hackers. So the U.S. has to be careful about pushing Russia too far, because Russia will escalate. So that's really the danger. That's actually one of the things that troubles me is to policymakers. This really isn't the intelligence community or the military. This is coming out of the Treasury. President Obama recently referred to David Cohen, who's the head of terrorism and financial intelligence at the Treasury, as his favorite combatant commander. Combatant commanders are people like Tommy Franks and David Petraeus and General McRaven. You usually don't think of mid-level bureaucrats at the Treasuries as combatant commanders, but that's what the president called David Cohen, because they have a financial war room at the Treasury. But be careful what you wish for. Those guys are pretty good at what they do, but you could get blowback and you could get unexpected financial counterattacks from Vladimir Putin. So I'd be careful about that.